I was trying to buy a house and I needed the money. So I took on a client, which I shouldn't have. They knew it, I knew it, and it cost us both. I'm Scott Watson, and I have been coaching businesses for the last 15 years to take their business to the next level. And I don't just coach from a textbook. I coach from real life business situations. And this situation was one of my biggest lessons in business. This was 13 years ago now, and I was trying to buy a house. The pressure of buying the house is unreal, and it was my goal. And as a business owner, you might relate to this. You might be really married to that goal and want to achieve it. And that is the type of person I am. And I was obsessed with that goal of buying that house. And this client came along, and I took them on for the wrong reasons. I took them on not because I wanted to help them, because of what they were paying. And it was the worst decision I have ever made, but also the best lesson I have also learned. And from the first call, something fell off. Yeah, it was not what I was saying. It was not what the client was saying. But ultimately, I knew inside that I could not offer this client the best of me because my head was switched on what this client was doing for me rather than what I was doing for the client. And this is one of the biggest business tips I could give you guys in the service industry. If you're out there for yourself, if you are focused on getting money off a potential client, and see them as a pound sign, a dollar sign, a euro sign, it is going to show. And it's not only going to show to the client, but it's also going to show in your work to that client. What you have to focus on is you have to let go of the financial gain and the financial outcome. And this is a fine balance because I teach people to respect their pricing, to stick to the price which they should be sticking to. So yes, we have to think business, and business is first. However, once the price is settled and you stuck to that price, because there's no price to settle because you're not given a discount. But once the financial stuff is settled, you have to let go of all that, and you've got to go into pouring in everything you can into that client and giving far more than you ever take. That is what will give you an extremely successful service business, is when you give far more than you ever take when it comes to serving your clients. You're in a niche of service. You're here to serve other people. You're here to make people better, their business better, the human better, and everything better. Yep. You cannot do that if your focus is on the pay. It just doesn't work. It just does not work, and it's an absolute disaster. And people sniff you out straight away. And as I always say in business, when you put the people first, the paycheck looks after itself. So that is a key in your service businesses. Don't put the paycheck first. Put the people first. Put the value first, and the paycheck looks after itself. But a disclaimer on that, guys. Always make sure you stick to your pricing. You're confident with your pricing, and you're confident with what you're doing. However, people first, and the paycheck looks after itself. I repeat myself 3 times now, so I hope you got the message. So what happened is, number 1, I didn't achieve my goal of buying that house. Number 2, I lost the client and they gave me a bad review. That is the result of chasing the dollar. So let go of chasing that dollar and let your business build from putting people first and the paycheck looking after itself. If you're not ready to have a conversation with me yet on how I can transform your business, join our mailing list where I offer weekly tips on a variety of different subjects, which is going to take your business to the next level. The link is in the description box below and at the end of this video. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I will see you on the next video.